What is up, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having a great day. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you briefly on how to price your drop shipping products or e-commerce or services or anything like that. So I'm going to be giving you guys a basic overview and sort of like a framework of how you can analyze and determine how much you need to price your products at. You know, do I need to charge 10 times what it costs me? Do I need to charge 5 times? So we're gonna be going on my computer. I'll give you an example and show you guys 2 of the main variables that come into play when pricing your products. So I will see you on my computer, but before we do that, guys, make sure you hit that like button right now and subscribe if you're new, and turn on that notification bell because I always have some surprises for those that have notifications on. So I'll see you on my computer. It is finally the day. It is October 1st. The new content in the program, Next Generation E-Commerce, has been released. Link in the description. We got Hayden Bowles in there.
Boom! Got some fire content for you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of videos, both on undiscovered product research strategies, a lot of undiscovered and unshared stuff with Facebook ads, being able to not only scale it up, get it consistently, get some amazing conversions, and just not only like be able to do it really well at a high level, but I know some of you might be coming in it from a more entry point. So I broke all that down A to Z inside of my computer for you guys, showing you step by step what I do and how I run my ads.
80 plus videos in there now, guys. Link in the description. Tons of featured guests, and we'll continue to do them with weekly live streams in the private group. So I'll see you guys there. If you want to join, link in the description, and comment if you have anything that you want to ask.
See you there.
Okay, so we are on my computer now, and we have here on this little Google Doc right here, how to price your products. I'm going to put in the 2 main variables right now, okay? So what are those 2 main variables? Number 1, what's going to come into play is competition, okay? So we're going to have to look and determine, how much are other sellers, pricing their products? How much are they charging for those specific products? And how should I price mine? Do you want to undercut these big sellers, such as like big retailers, or do you want to, charge more than them? What do you want to do in order to make more sales and make the most money possible? And the second thing we're going to talk about here is perceived value, okay? So basically what perceived value is when you make someone think a product is worth a specific amount of money. So if we have right here, this is a little camera battery that cost me like $10 or something like that for my little Canon G7X. I take this thing everywhere, a little vlog camera. And but what is it worth to me? To me, I would pay 40 bucks for this if I had to, because this is my camera and it doesn't work unless I have this specific battery right here. So if I can't have that battery, then how am I going to use my camera and record videos and do everything that I need to do? So this battery is worth to me whatever it is the situation I'm in. So let's say my battery's dead and I can't charge it right then. If someone's selling to me for 50 bucks, then I will buy it. But as far as marketing goes with Facebook and Instagram and everything like that, it really comes down to your ads and how good do they look? Is your brand actually looks sustainable, it looks real, or does it look sort of like, really drop shippy where, the site isn't that good, the ads are low quality, or whatever it is. You want to make sure that your value you're putting at is making it look like it's worth a specific number in which you are charging your product. So let's go ahead and look at a product that we're going to determine how much we should charge for it. And it's actually a product I sold on one of my old stores. So let's go ahead and do that. And the product we have here is the anti-snoring nose device, okay? So they charge $1.88 to $2.34 a piece. You can get it with no box or with the retail box, whatever that means. Basically what it's supposed to do is prevent you from snoring. So I guess maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I would have to see myself, but oh, there's the box. Nose breathing apparatus. And if we look up this product right here, $2.34 a piece with the box. Without the box, it's $1.88, and total price $3.62. Do they not have e-packet for it? Yeah, they have e-packet. $4. Wow, that's expensive. But if we go to Amazon here, let's say it costs us right here a total of $3.62. How much profit do we want? So if this is an old product that I sold, and I would not recommend selling it anymore. I would recommend something that you could have like a $20 or more profit margin on. The percentage, I could have an 80% profit margin, but if it's only $7, then I don't want that. I'd rather have something where I have a $20 to $30 margin or more, so I could have a higher cost of purchase, spend more on marketing, and make more money with it. So if we go to Amazon, I found it right here. There's a lot of people that sell it. Amazon is a wholesaler place where people try to sell as low as possible to sell a lot of units and make a few dollars profit each. So this one's selling $11.98, but it comes with like this little case and stuff, so it's actually really, really fancy compared to the one on AliExpress. It doesn't have all that. I mean, it has a box if you want it. So if they're selling it for $12 and it costs $4, that is an $8 margin, and Amazon takes a lot. It depends, of course. They probably get it cheaper if they are buying a bunch of units and putting them into Amazon for FBA. But if I was to sell this product, and I did sell this product, I sold it for $14.99 with free shipping, okay? And I sold it without the box. So that is $15 right there for that one little product, and it did well. It it was good, but it didn't sell enough to where I thought it could be sustainable for a long-term business. So I stopped selling it because it was just so low margin. So you can try and sell it if you want, 5,000 orders on there. A lot of people have been trying to sell it, but honestly, it doesn't really work that well. I bought one for myself to try it out, and it didn't even fit my nose, so I stopped selling because I don't want complaints from customers about that specific item. But if I was to sell this specific product right now and I had no idea how much to charge, this applies to all of my e-commerce stores. I usually try to aim for something where I have at least a $10 margin. So if I'm selling it right here, it costs me a total of almost $4, then charging $15 gives me right above that $10 profit limit. So I could charge more. I could sell $20, it's selling for Amazon for $12, but I could sell it. I was selling for $15 and getting sales. But sometimes if you undercut these places, then you can make more money. But honestly, I would say the main factors that come into it is looking at your competition and determining, are they selling a lot? How many reviews? 128 reviews. It's all right. It's not a lot of sales. I bet probably over 1,000. So I would try and aim in that specific range. But if I don't have a $10 more profit margin, then I just won't sell it, or I'll try to sell it for more than what that margin was. So I would say to any of you guys, if you find a product on AliExpress that costs $60, look at competition to similar products. It doesn't have to be the specific one. See what other people are selling it for and figure out if in your marketing, do you think you could undercut them and make a lot more sales, or do you think you could charge more than competition and make a lot of money? So I would say that the perceived value and the competition really come into play. So I would say, guys, to all of you wondering, I can't give you guys a specific formula that will always work for pricing, but I'm just saying, follow your instincts, follow your gut, look at competition and figure out your perceived value. Is your branding good? Does your website look clean? Does your product page look like it'll convert? Do you have the right description and everything like that? So all the factors have to come into play and make it worth people's time. So figure out what's selling the most, what price it's selling at, and then base your price off of that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. And remember, the new program is out today. So hit the link in the description. Go check it out. The new content with Hayden Bowles. Special offer today. Go check the link in the description. And I will see you there in the private group if you get in. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.